Yo, Ashley? Yo, you work here? Yo, I didn't know that. Yo, okay. Let's get this started, man. Let's get this started. Yo, my name's Brad Dipper, man. Brad Dipper. You want a Red Bull, man? You want a Red Bull? Okay, I'm good.
Tell me the Pokemon you got. Why is it so rare?
You know, when the pandemic hit, man, like Pokemon Go, like it just started popping off. Me and all the boys, like we grabbed it. We picked it up again, man, because it was popping in 2016. So, me and the boys, it was 2021, man. It was Go Fest. I didn't know what it was before, but it's pretty much like this giant event that happens every summer. And me and the boys, we're gonna go to the events. We're gonna have a good time. We go ahead, buy our tickets. We head down to the beautiful park. It's a nice day, man. Ashley, it's a nice day.
Ashley was there?
No, Ashley wasn't there. Were you there, Ashley? I don't remember. Whatever. All of a sudden, bro, I get a call from my girl, Julia. And I'm like, Julia, what is going on? She's like, Brad, get down here right now. We gotta hang out. So I hadn't seen Julia in a long time. So I was like, okay, she's my girl. Me and Julia, we hang out, all that stuff. Check my clock. I'm like, yo, the event's about to end, man. Dude, I just got mad at Julia. I was like, Julia, you waste like all my day. I was like, yo, peace, Julia, have a good one. I wanted to like hop in a raid real quick because I spent money on this game and I'm not getting anything out of it. So I hop in this raid and there's this Pokemon. It's like a little like rascal, Ashley, what's it called? Oh yeah, a raccoon. It's like a raccoon looking thing. It looked pretty sick. I hop in the raid and this thing's got a little top hat on it. I was like, it's a kind of cute top hat, Brad respects when a guy's got a top hat. I take it down, and when I'm catching it, this thing looked like a Red Bull can. It was red, it was blue, it was black, it was all sorts of colors, man. It looked like someone dipped it in some weird paint. So I catch it, and it doesn't have a hat either. And I evolved this thing, dude. I evolved it, and it turned into a rock star, man. This thing called Obstagoon, man. He's a goon with me and the boys. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ashley knows. The boys are goons, man. Robert goes off, bro. A couple months later, I'm playing with the boys. We're still playing Pokemon Go. I go ahead, I show these boys. I'm like, yo, check out this Obstagoon, man. Yo, so I go to Jimmy, man. I'm like, yo, Jimmy, dude, is this rare? And he's like, yo, that's hella rare, man. He told me that I completed this Galarian Zigzagoon raid, man, right as the event was ending, like right over. And since I went into the raid when it had the hat and I catched it when it didn't have the hat, I could evolve it. Pretty much I had this Go Fest Obstagoon that had this tag and it said it was caught during Go Fest, but no one could get it because it had the hat, so you can evolve it. So I was like, yo, Jimmy, bro, that's lit. Ashley, you like that, eh? I know, it's crazy. Because no one could get this. You had to play at this split of a second, and it was just baffled, your boy Brad. Brad was like, yo. I gotta go, boys. I gotta go see Julia. So, Ashley, I'll catch up with you later, and yeah, thank you for the interview. I'm taking this Red Bull with me, though. Yeah.
So state your name for the record, please.
The name's Nicholas Gordon.
And tell us about this Pokemon you found. Why is it so rare?
It was summer of 2019. It was the third official Go Fest 2019, of course. Throwback to the first one, that one was quite a disaster. Of course, me, a couple friends, we got ourselves a ticket, then we headed down to the park in the morning. I was playing with a good friend of mine, Julia. She's quite a lovely young lady, but I hear she is quite a low level now, so might think about unadding her soon. Now, plenty of Pokemon to choose from as your first click of the day, so I decided to go with Abra. Abra, I'm a big fan of the Pokemon. One had spawned right nearby me, so I decided to click on it, right? As any Abra fan would do. Kaito Nolan would know. We click on it, and lo and behold, it's a sparkly one. It shines a little bit. I showed Julia, she's quite impressed. Think nothing else of it. We continue our day. There's plenty of things to do during a Go Fest. Come lunchtime, it was time for a break, right? Gordon needed his grilled cheese sandwich, so we head to a little beautiful cafe there. I wanted to show off. my collection. Posted a picture of the shiny Abra. Leave it. Me and Julia enjoyed a nice lunch. We had a nice chat. I hadn't seen Julia in a long time, so we had a lot to talk about. Now at the end of lunch, pay the bill, of course. And I go ahead and I open back up Twitter, and all of a sudden, a picture of Abra. Everybody was saying I was a hacker. They were like, how did you get this Pokemon? Apparently, Abra had been misreleased for the first 30 minutes of this Go Fest. Yes, misreleased. Niantic does plenty of mistakes, and this was, of course, one of many. What this meant was I had this special Abra in my Pokedex that no one else had. I don't get shocked very often, but this was one of the first times I had gotten that shocked. So, of course, to this day, I still have this shiny Abra. I have it in my storage. It's got the tag and everything, so anyone who comes to me and says, Nicholas, you don't have that Pokemon. I say, I do. Check this out. There was about 1,000 players playing this GoFest, and only for 30 minutes, 1,000 players in the world had access to this Pokemon. That's pretty much the story. I appreciate you, appreciate the time for sitting down and listening to my story, and I'll be in the hall for some autographs if you'd like. That'll be it for me. Yeah, sorry I'm late there, boys, eh? Timmy's line is quite a long one today, but you know, I got the new Tim Biebs here, and quite a good drink. So, what's going on today?
Take a photo.
Oh, yeah, sure, for sure. Appreciate a good man. Appreciate a good man. That's a good man right there, guys. Give him a raise. Give him a raise.
What's her name for the record?
The name's Jerry, man. The name's Jerry. Jerry Maple.
Tell us about the Pokemon you caught.
You know, December 2020, and Pika Libre, shiny Pika Libre to be exact, had just been released into the game. Now, I was quite the PvPer, they say. I'm always trying to push for the best of the best, trying to get to that glorious rank 10, eh? And the only league that was allowed at the time, my daughter Julia, she told me, the only league that was allowed was the old Ultra League. Of course, I didn't know what that was about, but I went ahead and I hopped in and I started battling until December 28th. And on December 28th, the league changes. And I was like, oh. The new league was called the Holiday Cup. It was only allowed to use the old Frosty Pokemon, something like that around the ice, and I don't know, my daughter Julia will let me know after. Sorry, I don't got the details for you boys. So, of course, start battling and push for that rank 10. Oh, the biggest issue old Jerry had was to find players to battle, because there was no one out there that was this high yet, so I couldn't find a player to match up against. But finally we hit rank 10, go ahead and claim all that stuff, and there it is, lo and behold, Pikachu. Now instantly, I go ahead and I make it my buddy. Not so long later, I get a text from my daughter Julia, and she's like, I've never seen that Pikachu before. That's a shiny Pikachu. You might have a pretty rare Pokemon there, Dad. Like, Julia, you know, you haven't been alive as long as me, but I will know when I got a rare Pokemon. I go ahead and I figure out how to post a screenshot of the old Pikachu Libre. A couple minutes later, thousands of messages, people saying, oh my God, I've never seen that before. I've never seen that. That must be a first of a first, eh? I was like, okay, well, looks like I got myself one of the first shiny Pikachus in the world. A couple months later, Julia comes up to me and she says, Dad, I did a little bit of research. And I was like, Julia, good. You got to do some research. You got to get your brain healthy, because sometimes I worry a little bit about you. She says that I got one of the first Pikachu Libres in the world ever recorded. Out of all the trainers, I was the first to ever get this Pokemon. On top of that, my Pikachu has a little tag and it says Holiday Cup 2020. Now, if you didn't hear the story, if you weren't listening there, Robert, I know you weren't listening there, buddy. I know you're drinking your old Tims. The Holiday Cup was only available for about 48 hours until the new year, which means I got a special tag, Holiday Cup 2020, that was only available for 48 hours. So Jerry was really happy when he heard his daughter Julia say that. And now my buddy Frank, you know, I got a good bud Frank. We head down to the cottage all the time, grab ourselves some Tims on the way and go chop some logs. Frank was a collector, and you know, I'm not much of a collector. You know, old Jerry, he prefers to just make kids' days miserable through PvP. I tell you, I've made some kids miserable. I go ahead and of course, for Frank's birthday, I traded over to him. So now Frank is the proud owner of the first ever Pikachu Libre ever recorded in the world. That is pretty much the story, boys. I gotta go because apparently my daughter Julia is bringing home her boyfriend Brad Dipper. Seems like a nice lad, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to let you guys, I'll let you guys know how it goes, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'll grab a Timmy's on the way anyway. Well, I'm gonna be out of here. Where'd my jacket go, boys? Where'd my jacket go? Adios, thanks for your time. I'll be gone. That's all I gotta say about that, you know, so. Julia, what is going on? And she's like, Brad, get down here right now. Brad, get down here right now. We gotta hang out. You know, I haven't seen each other. Brad, get down here right now. Think of something completely gross and it won't make me laugh. Hello, rare Pokemon. I'm like, what? Yo, bro. Yo, dude. Yeah. Okay, that's it. So I go to Jimmy, man. And I'm like, yo, Jimmy. Yo, bro. Okay, so I go to Jimmy. So I go to Jimmy after. Dude, I can't get the accent. And it was a shiny, too. He explained to me it was a shiny. That's why I was all weird, because it was kind of like a Red Bull, you know what I mean? That's so Western. Baffled your boy Brad. Brad was like, yo, no way. Name's Nicholas Gordon. Yes. Let me try that. And yes, that's about it. Line. Thank you. You know, what have you caught? Nothing. I know. You're bad at this game. Pay the bill, of course. Nice big tip. Oh, we're at a cafe. Actually, there's no bill. She says, Nicholas, good job, Nicholas. You're great. You're great. You're a great guy. Good guy. It was about.
That was good.
It was about time. It was about time for me. I can't say it. It was about time. Is that a boot? Okay. That's what I was saying. About. I feel like I should just cut out this last character. Sometimes I worry a little bit about you.
She'd be with bad leg bread.
She'd be with bad leg bread. You weren't listening there, Robert. I know you weren't listening there, buddy. I know you're drinking your old Tim's.